gentlemen, boys and girls, stop what you're doing. Stop that case study.
Mm.
Stop that talking about some. Stop that assignment you working on. It's over here. It's just oops, short and sweet today. I'm Amari. This is Darion. How we feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good. Just got a nice hoop session and some of the guys uh made them realize there's really levels to this.
Mm.
Uh yeah, but just leave it at that.
Nah, we always got to dive deep into the hoop session. So we was playing fives or
We played a couple games of fives, then we played threes.
now what happened in this hoop session to where you made him realize it was levels?
What made me realize, I'm separated from them.
The
Like,
rest of the group, yeah, yeah,
we're playing fives and it was like 12, so that's lunchtime. So the old heads go to the gym on their break.
right, right, right,
So we're playing the older guys. We win the first game, blow up. We run it back, we lose. And, team's not playing defense, shots not falling. So game three, I get in that mode. I stop swinging the rock. I get to the basket every time, rebounding. I'm just doing it all. And
right.
I kick with the times I did kick it out, they're breaking. I had to go crash the board, get some offensive boards.
Okay,
So, maybe realize there's levels 3-on-3. They had Norville on me. That's, barbecue chicken
barbecue
from
chicken.
there. Barbecue chicken from there. So, maybe realize
Hey, the guy that talked the most smack, barbecue chicken,
he always talking. He been for all year. He can't, I can't wait till we hoop. Fried him.
frying them whole hoop session.
Yeah. So,
Nah, man, yeah, I haven't hooped in a long time, bro. And so yesterday I went to an arcade.
mhm.
Me and the girl went to an arcade. Obviously had to hit the basketball,
Right.
get some
Man,
shots up,
mandatory.
bro. I mean, the shots were falling, right?
Right.
But it just didn't feel right, bro. It didn't feel right. Like it was once upon a time when the jumper was at an all-time high. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And bro, yesterday, like the ball just didn't feel right in my hands. Uh, I haven't hooped since I couldn't even tell you.
That is crazy.
That's bad.
Yeah, you gotta get in the lab.
I gotta get in the lab, bro.
My shot, it takes like 10 shots and then I'm like, okay, I got it. But
I understand it now.
the first couple shots definitely be rough. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. At least you hoop it on a somewhat regular basis. Uh, yeah, I definitely gotta get some shots up this summer.
Yeah.
Maybe get some runs in. Still gonna be tough though. Busy with the soccer schedule.
Yeah, you are gonna
Um,
be busy.
yeah, bro. So might be another 6 months till I hoop again, bro.
Nah,
Hey,
you
I'm
can't go 6 months. You gotta find some runs.
nah, yeah, got to at this point. But yeah, bro. Yesterday at the arcade, we won the jackpot,
Mm.
1,000 ticket game. Was throwing the ball at the balloons. I'd never seen this game before. It was a pretty easy jackpot, not gonna lie. But when the tickets start running up, it always exciting feeling right there. You know what I mean?
Right, right. You had to
Yeah,
throw
bro.
balls at the balloons.
Yeah, it was like a pop the balloon game with like balls,
Mm.
not darts. And it wasn't very far either. So like, I'm all the way leaned forward, like I'm 5 feet away. You know,
Right. Yeah.
little little throw. Yeah, just
Yeah.
you know.
That is an easy jackpot, but hey, jackpot's a jackpot.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, man, hoops. What's going on, bro? It's a lot going on right now. A lot of blowouts all of a sudden. I mean, we Denver Nuggets 8 points in the first quarter. As you said, sent to me looked like a 2K game.
You had to throw that in there, didn't
Hey, I mean,
you?
it happened.
8 points is crazy at the NBA level, and the caliber of their roster. There's no way they should be scoring 8 points in a quarter. That's
Yeah, bro.
terrible.
Looked like the Knicks versus the Rockets on 2K, bro. That was,
All
you know what
right,
I mean?
all right. He, Now you got infinite cap space and can sign whoever. But
What you mean?
I figured it out. It's because you got that large market team, so you get they got a little more money there, right?
Okay, large markets in 2K.
Yes, that's a very the
It plays a
salary
part in
cap is
2K.
higher. Yes,
Bro, I turned the salary cap off for everybody.
you said
Y'all
that
have the same salary cap that I
did
got.
work. You said that did work.
It don't work for me neither.
The Knicks
Bro,
have a higher salary cap.
bro. Time out, bro. Time out. Every team's salary cap is the same. Just because you're a large market team doesn't mean that you have a higher salary cap than the Pacers. Like the Knicks and the Pacers have the same salary cap. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, bro. How did they not?
What do you mean? How do they not? We're a small market team. That
That
is
doesn't. The salary cap is set by the league, though. It
what's the
doesn't
salary
matter
cap?
what market you in. I don't
What's
know exactly, but I know that every team has the same salary cap, and every team, like, just because the Knicks are the only the only benefits of being a large market team is the attractiveness of free agents, and you're gonna have more fans, and you're gonna bring in more money. You're bringing in more revenue, but the salary cap is set by the league
the attractiveness of players in free agency? Because why?
because you're in a big city. Who doesn't want to live in a big city? The Pacers, let's say for example, right? Hypothetically, Kevin Durant becomes a free agent right now. This offseason, Kevin Durant's a free agent. The Pacers and the Knicks can offer the same amount of money. The max that they can both offer is the same. The only team that could offer more money is the Suns if they were offering a super max extension because that's the team that he came from. The
Right.
Pacers and the Knicks, though, the Knicks, just because they're a large market team, doesn't mean that they have more money to throw at Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant would be more attractive than the Knicks probably because he would probably rather live in New York than Indianapolis. But that has nothing to do with salary cap. Get educated, bro.
I don't know,
Get
man.
educated.
Reggie Miller, Carmelo Anthony, Derrick Rose, Shaquille O'Neal. Something not right there.
What
That's a lot of money. You
you
know,
got this, bro? I bet you have the same amount of money tied up on your team right now.
that's a lot of money in there. I don't know.
Hey, just because I know how to draft, I
Like
know
I
how to
said,
draft.
like I said,
I know how to make trades.
I love my team. I got Michael
Yeah,
Jeffrey.
and y'all just not as good as us, unfortunately. 2 points in the first quarter. You know,
We
it's
made
levels.
adjustments. We made our adjustments after the game. It's all right.
Jokic ain't gonna do it.
Jokic is gonna.
I played against Jokic. Shaq
Yeah, but
eating Jokic up all day.
I'm using Jokic though, not the CPU. It's a difference.
On defense, it don't matter.
What you mean?
Shaq putting that shoulder right through his chest, bodying him all the way to the baseline, rising up, dunking the ball.
I mean,
Jokic not stopping that.
nobody on 2K can stop Shaq from doing that. It don't
I'm not
matter.
gonna lie. There was one guy, Bill Russell.
Okay, yeah,
Bill Russell had it.
Bill can hold Shaq.
Yeah, Bill
Actually,
had it.
hold on. When you beat me, we're not gonna act like Shaq was the game changer. I held Shaq to zero. Let's not
No,
forget.
I'm just saying though, Jokic ain't gonna be the problem solver for anything.
D Rose is too fast. It's really D Rose. D Rose is that's the offense right there.
Did we have Melo when I played you?
Yeah, you did. Melo had 36,
Okay. D Rose had what, 48?
something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we still figuring it out too. You know, Melo's a new addition to the team. Got to get the jumper timing right. So, we figuring it out too. But hopefully we find a way to, hey,
No, for real. Okay.
if anybody knows how on a My League online you can play the playoffs, let us know. Because
Please,
for us, whenever we play through a season, it ends at the last day of the season. There's no way to advance to the playoffs, no way to play the championship, the NBA finals, none of that. So anybody that knows, please let us know.
please.
But
Because I need to see somebody in four.
hey, facts. Nah, but for real hoops though. Yeah, the Nuggets 8 points in that first quarter. Thunder tied the series up 2-2. They had a that was a must-win game for them last night. They go down 3-1. I don't see the Nuggets blowing that.
Yeah,
Nikola Jokic has been underwhelming.
he has been very, very.
Now, remember I had said, when we were talking about the player performers, the turnovers.
Mhm.
Jokic's turnovers have been like crazy high every game, and it's not gone down at all.
Last game he only had two.
Now, that game that they won, though, the Thunder got to be kicking themselves because Jokic had a really bad game. Let me pull it up. Jokic he was 8 for 25, 0 of 10 for 3, 20 points, 8 turnovers. He had 16 rebounds. But, shooting wise, offensively, 8 turnovers, terrible shooting percentage. The
This is what
ball,
game? Which game is this?
game 3,
Okay.
right?
Oh yeah, because him and Shea both played bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Game.
Yeah, yeah. Now in that game, the Thunder got to be kicking themselves. I feel like Shea was too focused on having the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It had to be in Jalen Williams' hands. Like, obviously he's the guy, but Jalen Williams had 30. He's shooting efficiently. Um, and he even passed him an opportunity to swing the ball to him in the clutch. You remember that play?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, he was just ball hogging the whole end of fourth quarter, and then in overtime they couldn't get anything going. They got to be kicking themselves.
I mean, it's like we said at the beginning of the series, this is an ego series. And I think that showed it, in the clutch. Shea wanted the ball in his hands. He wanted to prove that he's the most valuable, but you got to feed the hot hand rather
Yeah,
if you or not. And when your teammate has 30, your all-star teammate has 30, you got to give it up. Like,
yeah. It's not like we're talking about Isaiah Joe.
yeah,
We're talking about your all-star teammate, and he was that one play. He was wide open.
he was wide open.
Yeah, bro. I mean, go ahead.
That's a in that situation, that's a bad loss. You're not having a good day and your teammates hooping. You are willing to give it up and make an extra play. It's a different outcome. You could be up
Yeah.
1 in the series.
Right, right. Yeah, that puts them in the driver's seat of this series for sure. I mean, I feel like they didn't capitalize on Jokic having a bad game. I mean, obviously they won game 4 where Jokic had probably his second best game of the series. 27 points, 13 rebounds, 4 steals. The assist numbers for Jokic have been down all series. I feel like the Thunder have found a pretty solid recipe for stopping Jokic. They're running the double big, Hartenstein
Mhm.
and Chet. So I mean, there's a lot of size on the floor to deal with him when he drives into the paint. So I mean, as you can see, like 10 3-pointers attempted in game 3. He's not getting a lot of those easy shots at the rim. So I mean, the Thunder have been really good defensively in that aspect.
I mean, you stop Jokic, you can win games. And even with him having 27-13, that's still not like the best performance he could have. And they were able to capitalize on it. I think a player that's slowing the Nuggets down is Michael Porter Jr. I think he just needs to sit out. He can't lift his shoulder. Like you can't shoot the ball, you can't lift your shoulder.
Yeah.
I think he needs to sit out and give it a rest, just recover because you're not being beneficial.
See, in game 3 though, he was pretty good in game 3 when the Nuggets won. I mean, he was 5 for 6 from three, 7 of 10 from the field. He was big in that overtime win. I mean, he's obviously last game was a bad game and it was a bad look. Maybe the performance from game 3 wore on him, to where you know what I mean. He couldn't do anything with that shoulder, but I mean, he has been beneficial. I feel like he has to be the judge. Like we don't know how bad the pain is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we're not him. So I mean, he has to be the judge of that. Is he really helping the team, or is he hurting the team with playing through that certain shoulder injury?
It's just crazy. He can't lift his arm above his head. So it's like I know shooting hurts because you're here
Right.
and he shoots high too. So I
Yeah.
know that hurts. But like you said, it depends on how much it really is affecting him. But I mean, 3 points in 34 minutes, 1 for 7. That's not when
Yeah.
you're, catch and shoot guy on the team.
Yeah. Uh, this series as a whole, I haven't liked it.
I haven't either. It's not what
It
I
hasn't
expected
been
it.
enticing, yeah, at all. It's very like there's like a lot of times down the stretch, there's no rhythm to the game, like it doesn't flow. There's so many stoppages. I feel like both teams with foul calls and timeouts, and like there's no flow to any of these games down the stretch. Like it's hard to really like dig into a game as a fan when you're watching the game, and it's commercial break after commercial break after commercial break. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, so I mean, this has probably been honestly the most underwhelming series so far.
I would agree. I would definitely
I
agree.
mean, yeah, I mean, obviously we have two best players in the world playing, and it should be better than this. Like, I don't know what needs to change, but this series for me, like, I've been watching. Obviously, I'm gonna watch. It is a playoff series of two best players in the world, but it hasn't been what we expected. The MVP versus MVP battle of who's the best player in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, besides game one was good. But
Yeah.
I mean, other than game one, game four was probably the best other game in the series. The other two weren't really much there. But yeah, I definitely thought it was gonna be, high intensity, come down last couple of possessions every game. And, we go see who's really the best, but neither one of them have been at the level that they have been at all season. So it does bring the value down.
I
And
mean, go ahead.
I was gonna say it doesn't help that the other series are also like Knicks Celtics, they're hooping. Pacers, they're hooping. So it also makes it harder there when
Yeah.
all the
I
other series
mean,
are.
I feel like it's fine to have a series where like Jokic and Shea are struggling some games and stuff. Hey, it sounds like somebody just got beat up in the hallway. Uh, I mean, it's fine to have series where Jokic and Shea are struggling and like it's a big grind out games,
Right.
but the flow of the games is what's the problem. You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
why we're not intrigued because the game doesn't flow how it should. Like, other games, like there's times where you can't take your eye off the screen. Like it's just action after action after action. And even if the action is ending in a bucket, it's a block, then it's a fast break to a missed late. Like it keeps you on the edge of your seat when the game is flowing and that's at a good pace. But
Yeah.
this has been very slow, a lot of stoppages. So I mean, yeah, that's the problem with this series right here.
Yeah. I mean, you got free throw merchant and, Jokic, he cries a lot. So there's a lot of whistles going on there from, but I don't know. At Thunder, they play slow already. Like they don't not slow, but they play at a calm tempo.
Control
Yeah.
pace.
So that doesn't help. But then like the timeouts and stuff, yes, that is annoying, especially with the commercials and all that.
Yeah,
But it's a money game at the end of the day, so gotta do what you gotta do for the NBA. But I do wish that they would just run and hoop and,
yeah,
let them be NBA players, not them
yeah.
you talk to every
Right.
go run.
I kind of forgot before we got into this Mari's question of the day. So let's do that real quick before we hit on the other series. Um, Mari's question of the day. I, I mean, it's kind of questions because we're gonna be doing a bracket of NBA nicknames.
Okay.
All right. So this bracket was posted on NBA on ESPN about 2 months ago. And I took out some of the names and replaced them with some guys that hit more home to us a little bit. So first round we have the Black Mamba.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna say the names too, and I want you to tell me who the player is.
Okay. Well, Mamba's Kobe.
Easy. Versus the White Mamba.
Ooh, I should know this.
Mm,
I should definitely know
mm.
White Mamba.
I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me. Wow. You don't know.
Wow, I don't know.
Brian Scalabrine.
That's a
So what?
generation quote too.
Hey, it's a fact though.
That is a
Um,
fact.
all right, Black Mamba versus White Mamba first round matchup.
I'm going Black Mamba.
Me too. Easy.
Yeah.
Next round, the Big O.
The Big O.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've heard that one before. I don't know. Oscar.
Oscar Robertson. Yeah, simple.
I, I don't know if I've heard that, but
The Big O versus the Iceman.
the Iceman. I don't know who the Iceman is,
Finger
but
roll.
finger roll.
Yeah, made the finger roll play for the Spurs.
TP or Manu?
Oh
Manu?
man, no. Hey,
Uh,
you don't know
I don't know who the
the
Iceman.
Iceman, Burden?
I don't know who the Iceman is.
Hey, the Iceman played for the Spurs in '80s, uh, maybe a little bit of '70s, '80s for sure. Uh, yeah, man, invented the finger roll.
Invented it.
Uh, yeah,
Oh, that's good to
he
know.
was he was the one that made the finger roll cool. But yeah, the Big O versus the Iceman.
I like that Iceman. That's a nice name.
Uh, next round we have the answer.
AI? No. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, AI. Because the
the
truth.
answer. Versus King James.
I wonder who that could be. Um, I don't. The answer is just that's a little more. That's like
Yeah, I was gonna go with the answer too. That King James is pretty basic.
the
It's
answer.
iconic,
That's like
but the answer is tough.
yeah, that's hard.
That's hard.
That's hard.
Next round, Air Canada.
Air Canada,
Yeah,
Vince,
Vince versus the Truth.
Paul. The truth is also hard.
The
Like
Truth is hard. I'm going the Truth. The
the truth,
Truth is tough. Um, Next round, the Big Diesel.
Shaquille O'Neal,
Now, this guy, it has Agent Zero listed here, who is
Agent Zero. Is that Gilbert?
Gilbert. I'm gonna change it though.
Okay.
Hibachi.
Bachi,
Hibachi.
Hibachi. I don't
Yeah.
know who's Hibachi.
No, no, no. That's Gilbert Arenas too. Another
Oh,
nickname for Gilbert.
oh. Uh, if it would have stayed Agent Zero, I would have took that, but I'm gonna take Diesel. Big
You don't
Diesel.
like hibachi?
I don't like Hibachi.
All
I
right,
like
then
Agent Zero
keep it
better.
Agent Zero. I thought you would like it better.
Nah, I like Agent Zero better.
All right, Agent Zero goes on to the next round. Next up, we got the Greek Freak,
A compo.
Kong Po versus the Claw.
Ooh, that's a good matchup. Kawhi Leonard. Ooh, that's tough. I like the claw. That's different. That's different.
The Claw.
The claw.
All right. I should have changed this one. I didn't even see it here. All right, here I'm gonna do another one. Uh, Slim Reaper
Kevin. I don't even need to hear it. KD got it.
versus Air Jordan.
Give me Slim.
Black Jesus.
See, now, okay.
See,
Okay, now, that's tough. If Black Jesus, I'm gonna go Black Jesus. But Air Jordan, I'm taking Slim.
Black Jesus is tough.
Black Jesus is crazy.
Black Jesus is crazy. Yeah, I'm going Jordan with that one.
Yeah.
Um, the glove versus I just threw this one in here because I didn't want to. I mean, either way, I feel like I'm probably going the glove.
Yeah.
Magic it has magic on here.
Yeah, I'm going to glove. Here.
Or what about the big ticket?
Still going glove.
Yeah, me too. Who's the big ticket?
KG.
KG. All right, next round. Black Mamba versus the Iceman.
Gotta go Mamba.
I'm going Mamba. The answer versus the truth.
Uh, I gotta go to truth. The truth just got a different ring to it.
I'm going the answer.
The truth just got
I'm
it.
going the answer. I'm the answer to everything. I'm the answer, bro. I'm going
I'm
the
the
answer.
I'm the truth. Like imagine just that's hard.
Um, Agent Zero versus the Claw.
Station Zero versus the Claw. I like the Claw.
I like Agent Zero.
I'm gonna
I'm
take
gonna go Agent Zero.
I'm gonna take the Claw there.
The Glove versus Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
Black Jesus going to the finals. I ain't gonna lie.
Semifinals. Black Mamba versus the Truth for you. The answer for me.
I'm rocking with the truth, man. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
going Black Mamba. I'm going Black Mamba.
I'm rocking with the truth.
You rocking with Truth. So Truth to the finals for you.
Truth to the finals.
Semifinals on the other side. The Claw versus Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going Black Jesus versus Agent Zero too. Black Jesus versus the Truth.
Black Jesus.
Black Jesus. Yeah, bro.
You
That's
get
crazy work,
get
bro.
nicknamed Jesus at all.
Getting Dick named Jesus, bro. You got it.
Yeah, you're different.
Yeah, bro. That's a little fun. Mari's question of the day.
That was a good one. I like that.
Yeah, man. I want to do some more nickname quizzes actually, because it's a lot out there,
It is
that you don't even think about. Like Joker,
Joker, yeah.
the process, obviously, off the top of my head,
Easy
game
money.
time,
Easy
easy money.
money.
Yeah, I was gonna do easy money, but then I Slim Reaper colder though.
Yeah, Slim Reaper's tough.
Slim Reaper's tough. Um,
Chef. Yeah, it's definitely nickname.
Chef, yeah, yeah,
I
it's a
don't
lot.
think about.
Yeah, so I might hit you with a nickname quiz one of these days, randomly when you start not thinking about it. Um, but yeah, bro, back to hoops. We touched on the Thunder Nuggets. Let's go Cavs Pacers, bro. Pacers up 3-1 statement win in game four. Donovan Mitchell is injured. It's looking all bad for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Looking all bad.
All bad, bro. I mean, is there is there a world where the Cavs come back in this series? Donovan Mitchell listed as a game time decision for game five. So do the Cavs have a chance?
If D-Mitch doesn't play, it's over. Like no,
Do you think it's over in five? No D Mitch.
no D-Mitch. Over in five for sure. No D-Mitch. D-Mitch plays. Still going Spurs in five. I just think it's a little close.
Really? You think it's over?
I think it's reps. I think that the Cavs lost their heart with that performance game four.
I feel like a lot of times we see, like this next game, I think it could be a win for the Cavs. I feel like a lot of times we see, especially if the Pacers just had a great shooting night. Let me see exactly from the field. They shot 52% from the field, 42% from three. I feel like they're going to be off game five. I feel like Cleveland gets a win game five with or without Donovan Mitchell. And then I think the Pacers ended in six.
With or without.
I feel like it's not going to be because of how good the Cavs were playing, but I feel like the Pacers might have an off night.
I, I don't know. I even their one loss. They've only had one off night all series.
Right?
And
And it came in a time of desperation for the Cavs. You know what I mean?
it did come in a time of desperation.
This next game is a time of desperation for the Cavs.
I think the Pacers have beat them mentally. I think Matherin, getting in Hunter's head. Hunter's thrown off the whole series. Benedict did his job good there.
Yeah, his shot was way off.
Yeah. Benedict did what he was supposed to do. Uh Max Strus getting into it with Halliburton. Halliburton, winning that battle there. I just
Yep.
think the Pacers they don't play physical, but they get you here. And
Yeah.
I think that they took them there, and
Right.
I don't think the Cavs have it. I
And the Cavs in game four were not able to get consistent buckets, and they weren't able to set up that zone that caused the Pacers a lot of problems in game three.
Yeah,
The Pacers defense plays into their great offense. It lets them get out in transition, play with, that crazy pace that they play with. So I mean, yeah, the Pacers, they look really, really good, bro.
They play so fast, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy how fast they play.
Uh, they
Like
limited the second chance points for the Cavs in game four. Got stops, were able to get out in transition, wouldn't let them set up in that zone. And as you see, dominance. We're up by 40 points at halftime. So I mean, after that, bro, it's over with. Like, what can you say to your team on the road, about to go down 3-1, to
yeah,
let them come back 40? It's over.
in a must-win game, down 40 at halftime.
And then your star player gets hurt on top of that. Oh man, it's all bad.
It's all bad. You know it's
Yeah,
bad.
bro.
James
Yeah,
Johnson getting buckets, so you know.
yeah. Indiana to the conference finals for me, no question about it. Other side, Celtics Knicks.
So
Celtics statement win in game three.
that's all they
With
needed.
Yeah,
That's all they needed. It's over.
you say it's over 4-2.
I think it's going to be 4-2 in Boston.
Really?
I think they take both games in New York, go back home, get another one, and then put the dagger back in New
Yeah,
York.
yeah. Obviously, it's going to be a big tell tonight of how this series goes. If the Knicks lose this one, I think they're done too. Um, they dig themselves into these holes every game, and this game they just weren't able to get out of it. It's crazy though. Like, how can you fall so far behind every single game?
It's like without a doubt. Like
Yeah, like
you
every
know,
game.
you know they're gonna go down.
Right.
And
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're up 2-1, but they don't deserve to go to the conference finals.
no.
Jalen Brunson is the only one that I could say on this team, like playing like he deserves to be in the conference finals.
Yeah, no, he's the only one that has showed up every game and wanted to get that win. And
Right.
if Boston could close a 20-point lead out, they'd be up 3-0.
Yeah.
Like, but like that's Brunson. Brunson, not allowing that. And I think I
I
don't know.
mean, in this game though, like the Knicks put up as many points as they've been putting up for a lot of games, in the 90s, but they just weren't able to stop. Like the Celtics shots were falling, obviously. Like in overtime, I think that the score was only like max 105, I think one of the teams had. So I mean, they're low scoring games every time, but the Celtics, the shots were falling in this game. The Knicks defense was, lackluster. Couldn't get consistent stops at all. Peyton Pritchard
Yeah.
was big off the bench. Jayson Tatum, I don't know what Jayson Tatum doing. But yeah, everybody else stepped up their game for sure. And yeah,
Yeah, I don't Tatum like 8 for 20 and 22 points. That's not I don't know. It just has to get to a point like where you realize what I'm doing is not working. Let me go be efficient, get to the basket, get fouled. Like let me be beneficial to my team.
yeah.
But
Now, last year in the finals and in the finals run, Tatum was not very good, and he was doing all the other stuff, rebounding, playing great defense, stuff like that. But now, if this starts to happen 2 years in a row, we got to start to question: Are you the
and
superstar of the team?
yeah, is this really your team? Like
Is this really your team? Now, I gave him the benefit of the doubt last year. That he contributed to winning, and that's what stars do when they're struggling. But back to back years of this happening, like, is this just you? You know what I mean?
yeah, I do know what you mean. And is Tatum falling under the lights are too bright? Like he can't handle the pressure of being the primary scorer, game time, ball in your hands. Are you gonna go make a play? And
Yeah.
we seen that in game two when ball is in his hands, he drives to the corner and turns the ball over instead of making a play. So I think it does 2 years in a row if they make past New York and then if they get past Indy and he doesn't improve his game, I think talks definitely need to be had.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. I mean, they're winning though. That's the thing. That's the problem. It's
They
hard
are
to
winning.
blow up a winning team.
Yeah.
But I was expecting Tatum in game three to have one of those games. Like, remember the game against the Bucks, back against the wall, Celtics back against the wall in Milwaukee. Tatum had, I forget. I think he had like 46, something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He did. Yeah, when he went.
Yeah, yeah, when he went nuts, like legacy game basically. And then I'm expecting him to have one of those games in game three. maybe tonight. Again, this is a back against the wall game. You go down 3-1, you're in trouble still.
You're still in
So I mean,
trouble right now.
you know,
Yeah,
this is his opportunity. Tatum, your team is back against the wall. Like, don't just hoop when y'all are up against the
yeah,
Magic.
yeah.
We
And
need you now.
I like Tatum. Like I want to see Tatum.
Yes, for
I
sure.
want to see Tatum to see because social media they don't like Tatum. They put bad light on him. I want to see him unlock a beast and be this dominant player that I know he could be. But
Right.
as of right now, he's just not being that, and
Yeah.
I don't want to have to put that narrative on him. But he's making it evident on
It's a
himself.
hard case.
Yeah, it's a very hard case.
Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, this series, a big game tonight, 6:30 my time, 7:30 yours. So yeah, definitely be tuning into that one. Also tonight, Warriors Timberwolves. Um, Warriors kind of blew it, bro. Jimmy did what we asked him to do. Had a really big game. He was aggressive, but then the layups just weren't falling. He was missing a lot at the rim. And I mean, he was hitting his threes though. It was a weird Jimmy game.
It
You know
was
what
a
I mean?
Jimmy game. It was.
Yeah.
But all I know, I seen this post that said, all I know is Jimmy's not letting him go down 3-1. And I agree with that. Jimmy's not going down 3-1.
No way. No way.
Jimmy's
No
not going
way.
for that.
Jimmy, I'm expecting a really, really big game from Jimmy tonight. There's
Uh,
no way that Jimmy's letting them lose two at home.
It's just the way the player Jimmy Butler is just it's not happening.
Yes, this is other than LeBron, my favorite player in the league. No way Jimmy Butler loses this game tonight. Mark my words.
I'm with you. There's no there's no way they lose. Uh,
Facts.
I think Buddy will come back to what he was doing in that Houston series. He'll come back alive. Um, I
Yeah,
think
they need everybody.
we need Pod step up here. Can
Yep.
we talk about Kaminga?
Hey,
Can we talk about Kaminga?
Jonathan Kuminga, give him the man the minutes. He delivered.
Like I'm so confused on why he
Why is
gets
he
minutes.
not playing?
He gets minutes, goes for 30 off the bench.
Off the bench, bro. Like, yeah, man, looks like a guy that's just been begging for an opportunity.
I mean, I'm thinking you get rid of Wiggins. Okay. You get rid of Wiggins because you got Kaminga here.
Right, because you're about to let Kuminga run you know what I mean?
And then you just don't play him.
At
And
all.
Steph to get hurt to play him. And he's the second leading scorer on the team. 2 games in a row.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see tonight for real if he's, really like, if this is really him or if those two games maybe was a fluke. Maybe Steve Kerr didn't expect this because of what he saw in practice or something. But as of right now, I need answers.
I do need answers
I
ASAP.
need answers.
This is insane.
Because what's going on, man?
Also for the Warriors, I think they need to pray that tonight's not the night Anthony Edwards comes out the gate hot. Because if he comes out hot and starts hooping like Ant, I think, this could be a dagger and put it into this Warrior season.
Hey, how about Julius Randle once again?
Julius Randle once again,
Triple double, 24 points, 12 rebounds, and assists.
timely buckets once again. I mean, he's
Yep.
everything we said. He
Yeah.
it carried over. That's Jewel Rand right there.
Julius Randle's boys hooping.
He is hooping.
Yeah, man.
But I'm interested. I want the Warriors to win. Not even because I want to see Steph back. I don't want to see them get put out with one win. Like
Right.
that's not
Right.
Warrior. And so I need Miami Jimmy come back.
Yeah, gonna be big to see tonight. Excited for these two games. So I mean, two of the more entertaining series. Obviously, other than I think Indy Cavs probably tops that list for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, two of the more exciting series for sure. Yeah, bro, that's all the hoops. Anything else you want to cover?
Yeah. Speaking of the Greek Freak earlier, it made me think. Shams put out a report. Giannis is open to trade or open to moving on from the Bucks.
Yeah,
I know we talked about it when they went out. Is this the end of Giannis in Milwaukee? And seeing he's open, that just is crazy. I
yeah,
did.
bro. Seeing Giannis in something other than a Bucks jersey will be very weird. I mean, I feel like this offseason, because Kevin Durant is probably on the move as well.
Yeah.
I feel like this offseason will like I feel like the only two teams that could really, really make something happen. is the Grizzlies and the Rockets.
Yeah, I feel they have the most to offer that can.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like those two guys could end up on both of those teams. One goes to here, the other goes to the other, vice versa. So I mean, I feel like that's probably the most predictable thing. Uh, but yeah, but seeing Giannis in another jersey will be super weird. I don't think that doesn't mean that it's 100% that he's asking for a trade, right?
Yeah, he's not asking. He's just like, I if you want to trade me, I'd be if it's somewhere I
Yeah,
can go, I'd be open to it.
yeah, that's what I got out of it too.
Yeah, but I don't know because Giannis is very, play for winner. He wants to win now, so I don't know. There's a lot of teams that who doesn't want Giannis on their team,
Right?
and if he's play for winner, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting with him.
Yeah, bro, this offseason should be very big.
It's gonna be yeah,
Obviously we had a big trade deadline, big offseason, big playoffs. No way the viewership down
yeah, no,
after this. So I mean, yeah, great playoffs that we're having right now. I wanted to hot off the press. The WNBA season starts Friday. Las Vegas Aces waive Deja Kelly 2 days after she hits the game winner in preseason. Aces waived Deja Kelly. I'm sure she won't be a free agent for long. Surely somebody picks her up, but that's an interesting wave. Um, I mean, she showed her value it seems in preseason.
right.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of notoriety around her name because of the college situation, but I mean, it's a pretty weird wave,
That is weird, and it's just like it's hard. The rookie class is hard because money is very limited in W, and if you're not top 10 pick, your spot's not really secure when they draft you. But
right?
I mean, it's not like she was out there doing nothing. She, like you said, she
Yeah,
made a name for herself. She had 12 points and assists, shooting good from the field, 75%
game winner, like
game winner. That's solid.
yeah,
I, I don't know. The W's weird. Just there has to be more to it though, because it's not like
right. It can't be strictly off of gameplay.
yeah, like you don't draft somebody and then they do what they need to do on the court and then you cut them. Like
Yeah, yeah,
there's definitely more to it.
yeah. Interesting for sure. A big slate of games Saturday, 12, 2, and 6:30, I believe. Well,
Hmm.
my time at least. All
Yeah.
on ABC. I know we got Sky Fever for sure. They gotta give us our annual Andrew Reese versus Caitlin Clark to start
Oh,
the
it's
season.
it's the money
Uh,
maker.
but yeah, more games Friday as well. I don't think they're nationally televised though. I can't remember who. I think it's the Mercury
I think the
and
Mercury.
the Phoenix, maybe.
So
Let
yeah,
me
I can look.
double check. Oh yeah, go ahead. All right, I
Friday,
got it.
Dreams, Mystics, Lynx, Wings, Sparks, Valkyries.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
then yeah, Saturday, Mercury Storm, Sky Fever, Aces Liberty. So yeah, man. Big opening weekend of WNBA. Uh, more playoff basketball to come soon. You got some words of wisdom to get us out of here?
Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You're never gonna be.
Hey, hey, hold on now.
Oh, my fault.
You used that one already.
I used that one already.
Ah,
You caught me. It's because I just seen something about comfortability, and then I was,
okay. Okay. You got something else on the spot?
um, if you believe you can, you know you will.
Mm,
You just belief in yourself is very important. Um, it sounds good to the ear, but like genuinely, you have to believe in what you're saying to yourself and what you're telling people, or else it's just words. So if you put some meaning behind that and you believe that you could really do that, you will see it happen.
believe in the work that you're doing. Believe in it for sure. Hey, W words of wisdom, W episode, W playoff basketball, W life. Hey, happy to be alive, bro.
Happy to
Uh,
be alive.
but yeah, man, we'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.